So, the big debate, moisture traps, are they a scam or will they actually work? We're going to try and dig into it and try and figure out what's what, and there's so much conflicting information, and I'm sure there's going to be so many conflicting comments in the comments. So if you think that they work, let's just start off now. If you think that moisture traps work, drop it in the comments. If you don't think it works, drop it in the comments. We're going to
be nice to each other.
Yes, be nice. Be nice. No arguments, just no, they're rubbish, they're an absolute waste of time. Or actually, I think they work. My view is, and we're going to look at my personal sort of view and my thinking, and then a bit of scientific information, and then also a lot of people say, oh, just put bowls of salt in. So will salt work, or should you not use salt as well? So a lot of different things going on here, and we're going to have a sneaky peek through some of our vans as well. So we're going to do lots of things. So the big thing is with moisture traps, they do work. They pull moisture out of the air. So in a caravan, if there's moisture within the caravan, it will pull the moisture into the moisture traps instead of going into furniture and things like that. Now, where the issue comes is a lot of people say, because the caravan isn't sealed, so because we've got air sort of underneath of our seats, so all of our little sort of holes going through the floor will have little breather pipes, and the reason that we have these little sort of vents and openings and gaps and sort of, and I can't find any, is because it's normally round by the boiler, and I think the ones that are here are right down here, the ones by the battery are right down the side, but we have little breather holes within the caravan.
A bit like air bricks in your house.
Yeah, so it's not a sealed unit, and the reason is if we were to get a gas leak within the caravan, we're going to want that gas to be able to escape, and we don't want it to sort of fill the caravan up. Obviously the gas is going to drop and go to the lowest point, so holes within the floor are needed for that gas to escape. Now, where people sort of say moisture traps are a waste of space is because of that reason. The holes, the gaps, the structure of the caravan has got holes within it. There's breather vents. So for a moisture trap to work effectively, it needs to be in a sealed environment. So a caravan isn't actually the right environment for a moisture trap, and that is the
so
science.
You're saying it could just pull water from the outside in through the van?
Yes and no. Yes, it will do, because what it is effectively trying to do is pull the moisture out of the air. Now, my argument is, for that moisture trap in the caravan to pull moisture out of the air, the chances are that the moisture is already within the caravan, and the reason that we get moisture and condensation, and we will get moisture and condensation within the caravan naturally, is because the caravan isn't sort of 100% sealed, but it is quite sealed up. So, and we've got different sort of temperatures that will create condensation and create damp within the caravan. That is just a natural thing. If you put a piece of wood in here and we measure the amount of moisture content within that piece of wood, if we measure it from different parts and different times throughout the day, we'll get different moisture readings, because naturally the moisture within the air will try and be absorbed by things, and because the caravan isn't fully sealed, we will get moisture within the caravan. The air vents will help to clear that moisture, but it won't clear it fully. So my argument is, and I'm not sitting on the fence here. I'm not sitting on the fence of, oh, I think they do, I'm not sure whether. I think they work, and I would prefer to have them in my caravan than not have them in the caravan. Saying that, we don't put them in our caravans, but the big reason that I say that I would prefer them
But people
in
are
the
coming
caravan,
in and out of our caravans day in, day out,
yeah,
aren't they? So
but
it's different.
again, we still, and again, that sort of is what helps, is the airflow will help and stop or reduce the actual moisture. But if you've got your caravan in storage or you've just got it on the drive at home, then the ideal situation and the absolute perfect, I suppose, the way to do the best job out of everything is actually to have a dehumidifier, an electric dehumidifier that you can plug in and have inside of the caravan. Now, in theory, the dehumidifiers should give out a little bit of heat, because for a dehumidifier to work properly, so even our moisture traps to work properly, we should have a sealed environment. We should have a little bit of heat and then the moisture trap, and that can then work effectively and do what it is doing. Without it sort of being sealed and some heat, it's not going to be as effective, and that's where people say it will draw the moisture from outside in. But I feel that we've already got moisture inside the caravan, so that moisture trap is going to just reduce, and it's got somewhere to go rather than all of the upholstery and things like that. But a proper dehumidifier can absorb more. It can create heat within the caravan, so it creates the perfect environment really. It keeps a little bit of warmth within the caravan, and then it reduces all of the condensation that is about, and that is the only real effective thing, is a proper electric dehumidifier within the caravan. But obviously, if you've not got it at home and you don't want to be paying the electric bill of that dehumidifier, you can put just your heating on sort of the thermostat, where it will just kick in and out and keep the caravan slightly warm, and then the moisture traps again should do an okay job. If you've got the caravan in storage, again, we said it the other week, getting your upholstery up, so realistically, having the bed up, the problem with having the bed up is your gas struts are then going to go faulty. So turning your mattress up on end, so keeping this up, so again the mattress has actually got lots of airflow, keeping our upholstery turned up, so again all the upholstery has got proper airflow, and then coupled with moisture traps in, any moisture, yeah, it might draw a little bit of moisture in the caravan, but we're going to have so much moisture within the caravan anyway. I'd rather it go into those moisture traps, and that's where my thing is. We've got a convertible car that over the winter, and again I'm sure if anyone's got a convertible car and they've had it over the winter, the window screen would sort of condensate up horrendously, and the car wasn't sealed. It wasn't that the car was actually sealed. There was still sort of, we'd leave little gaps in the windows to try and create a bit of airflow, but it would still condensate up all in the front window. I put moisture traps in there and it never did it again. So we still left a little bit of a gap on the windows, so it wasn't a sealed unit, but we never then got all of the condensation in the car. So my argument was, well, from my own personal experience, the car's going to condensate up, whereas actually when I've put the moisture traps in, I don't get all of that water in, and that's sort of my own findings, and that's what I found. Now, a lot of people will sort of go off, I've always put bowls of salt in, so do bowls of salt work or don't they? Now, a moisture trap, I've got to get this right, I've been doing my research, a moisture trap should have calcium chloride in, and that is going to absorb the water and attract the water or the moisture in the air better than what salt will do. So salt will attract the moisture, but not as well as the calcium chloride. So if you can get proper moisture traps with calcium chloride in, but one moisture trap in the caravan isn't going to be any good. Realistically, in this size of caravan, we want sort of 4 or 5 dotted around. So we want a couple in the bathroom, a couple in the bedroom, in the kitchen area at the front, and that will then effectively work, whereas just one moisture trap or 2 moisture traps in a caravan this size isn't really going to do the job. So I suppose what I'm getting at is scientifically the moisture traps don't work, but in theory or in reality they do. Because
surely they're not doing any harm.
no,
are they?
that's my sort of argument, is that realistically the science behind the moisture traps is saying that they will work, but the environment of the caravan is saying that they won't work as effectively or as well. But I can't see that the moisture traps are going to bring in much more. They may bring in a little bit more sort of condensation than what you'd have more ordinarily have got, but at least it's got somewhere to go. And then the moisture and condensation that's within the caravan, it's got somewhere to go, because naturally you will get that in the caravan anyway. So I'd rather increase the amount that's coming in but have somewhere for it to go, whereas I've not got quite as much coming in, but it's now actually only got all the upholstery and things like that. So things that you can do, and again something then, and again this was another sort of thing of a bit of a debate where the caravan covers, so what the caravan covers will tend to do is reduce the amount of breathability within the caravan. So once you put a caravan cover on, it creates a lot more moisture within the caravan. So definitely then what I would say to do is, if you're putting a caravan cover on, have your moisture traps. There you're going to see a real big difference by putting your moisture traps in the caravan with a caravan cover. But I'd also try and create more airflow, so opening our windows very slightly, giving it more chance to breathe. But those moisture traps, you'll see that you'll need to swap those over in a caravan with a cover on a lot more often than you will with a caravan without a cover. And then again it comes back to that thing, as if you've not watched our channel before, I wouldn't personally go for a full cover, but I'd go for a roof cover, because that then all sort of ties in that we've still got all the breathability of the caravan, but we've protected our roof, most of our sort of top section of our back panel, top section of our front panel, and our seals on the side, which is what's going to cause our problems. Moisture traps aren't going to fix damp, so if you've got caravan that is leaking and you've got damp, moisture traps aren't going to fix that.
Nor will a dehumidifier or having the heating on there.
No, so again that isn't going to sort of fix something that is leaking. Well, I'm looking at Elegance Grand again. All that it is going to do is potentially create actually more of an issue, because your moisture traps, if you have got a leak, is then definitely going to draw more moisture and more water into the leak. Right. So in that situation, that is going to cause you a lot more problems. So realistically, if you've got a leak, you need to get that leak fixed first, and then you could put your moisture traps in, and that may help that sort of thing. And a dehumidifier will help that, because it will then draw the moisture that's sealed or locked in within the structure of the caravan, and it will start to dry that out. But it's not going to fix the issue, and that's where I suppose a lot of people come up and say, oh, that absolute waste of time, those moisture traps, they're not going to work, they're not going to do what they want. But in actual fact, for your normal sort of usage of the, all that you're trying to do is stop that damp feeling on your upholstery. If you get any condensation on the windows, it's just going to stop that. So that's where the moisture trap then really comes in. But like I say, if you're trying to use it to fix a problem of actually a leak, then no, complete waste of time. Don't put the moisture traps in. So it's very sort of down to what you're using the moisture trap for, and then what the situation is. So I am still on the side of put moisture traps in, because it's not going to create more problems unless you've got a leak. Then it potentially will cause you more problems. But for your normal caravan in storage, it's not gonna make any worse sort of thing. But again, you do need the appropriate amount of moisture traps in, which there's no calculation to say this is how many you should have for so many square footage of internal space. Literally this size of caravan, I would say 4, 5 or 6 is ideal. In a 2-berth, about 4. And then obviously if it's a bigger van, you want even more in there. So you do need to put more in there. They're normally a couple of quid, aren't they, from sort of B&M and things. You can buy a big pack of them from B&M. But again, you do realistically, I would say you're better spending a couple of quid more having the proper calcium chloride moisture traps than we'll have a look in that wonder actually, than bowls of salt. A lot of people, and this is where sort of people say, oh, I've been using salt for years and I've never had any problems, and the salt will work. I'm not saying that the salt won't work, it will work, but it won't work as effectively as the proper moisture traps with calcium chloride in. So if you've just been used to, and I've got 50 kilos of salt for my caravan for over the years, then keep on doing that. But if you're going out and buying new stuff and you go, oh, my friend said just buy a big bag of salt and stick it in a bowl, it does the same job. It doesn't do the same job. The calcium chloride proper moisture traps will do the job more effectively and do a better job. So don't just rely on the sort of salt. You know what we've not been doing?
What?
We've not been saying what van it was and what price it was and all the rest of it. So if you've seen something that you're sort of interested in, either drop us a comment and we can say what the information is, because I've been forgetting, I've got sidetracked to be honest with you. I've got a lot to think about, but if there is something, have a look on our website as well, or ask us in the comments. So this is a 2024 Coachman Arcadia 575, and you'll notice now as we've been going around, sort of some of our upholstery have been leaving in the upright position to create more airflow. Your fridge doors, again, really we want to try and keep those open now. Cupboard doors, again, I'm sort of going over things that I've been saying the last couple of weeks. Again, normally we'll give tips for this time of year for using your caravan or putting it away. So if you've not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe, because again each week we're talking more nonsense, but there is a few little tips and hints and bits and bobs in there.
Those cupboards.
I'm leaving that for airflow.
They don't look very good though when the caravan's on for sale. Sorry.
Shut them. Shut them. This is what I'm up against.
Yeah.
What I'm up against. So hopefully that has sort of give you the information. And my personal preference is, yes, scientifically they don't work, but personally I found that they do work, and I'd rather have them in there than not have them in there. So if you don't think they work, then don't put them in. If you do think they work, go for it. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. That is the proper sort of scientific information now, that for the caravan, because of the air holes, they're not going to work as effectively as they should. Yeah, they might bring a bit more air into the caravan, or moisture into the caravan, but actually it's got somewhere to go now rather than nowhere to go, so I'd rather have them. That's my be all end all and what I would recommend. Whether I'm right or wrong, I don't know. So if you let me know in the comments what you think, as I say. Hopefully you've enjoyed this week's video. If you have, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you've not already, and then we'll see you next week. And we'll have a look at a few more things that have come in, or some more winter tips as well.